US lines on 3022-575152 or on our Ghana lines on 0546 494 885, or you can visit VitalGH Radio has a wealth of experience executing the full spectrum of public relations tactics: advertisement, radio broadcasting, interviews, voiceover, jingles, commercials, and many more. You can contact us on our US lines on 3022-575152 or on our Ghana lines on 0546 494 885, or you can visit us on our website on www.vitalghradio1.com.
If you want this, if you want that, it's all over.
We'll keep climbing till we reach the sky.
Hello, and welcome back to our channel today. Today's topic is going to be, let me see, I think this one is, today's topic is going to be about what we talked about a couple of days ago. Last week, we started talking about what was going on in the country, which is Ghana. The NPP, was taking us back to the IMF. Well, last week, we talked about so many things. This week, so we are going to continue with this, this IMF programs. Well, I think the vice president, came out and explained the reason why we are going back to the IMF. Well, a couple of days also before, let me just scroll this here. A couple of days, I think about a month or before, they told us they're taking us back to the IMF now. He, the same guy, came back and said, lie, we are not going back to the IMF, because when we go back to the IMF now, there are so many things that we have to do. So what made them change their mind? What made them change their minds, is something that they have to really, explain. Because who are mono catcher and say, like, young go IMF that. We are not going to IMF. Eh, But you are also telling us that the reason why we have to go to the IMF is because of um, the economic situation in the country is getting worse, and they need money, to pay some of our workers. I mean, I've already said this thing a couple of times. They say, for us to be able to move on to a point where now we are not going to depend on any country for aids. La la sula la sula la the chance in be Germany no the penny at all. We also have to do the same for ourselves. Yeah, and Kasamune won't mind has to do those things ourselves. If the politicians are not going to do it now, we have to do it. We have to do it. I don't think that they have to put things in place for us also to follow. Number one, I have seen that say Ghana laws there are so many things now doesn't work. It's like because they have people who think that they are always above the law and they can take things into their own hands to do things their own way. Before coming on, I was watching Henry Quarte at the Tema Ramsey Center, Ramsey Reserve, and it was the same thing now. People are encroaching on other people's lands, government lands, and what they do is they filled the place with gravels and whatever sand. I don't think sand. They build something and then they raise the from the zone, and then they build on it. The question that I always ask is this: before say you build on anything in Ghana, you have to go to the lands department, and you also have to get a permit to start building. Now, I always question this and say, see, you see building be baby. It's somebody who gave them the permit to do that. They say, mean to me, go to grind baby, and feel say, feel say, meeting sit down, meeting your sit down. I don't think say, and that thing will happen. It will be good in every 1 minute. It will be 1 minute. But how say obedient they can do that? And only is a question now. Sometimes we also have to check. Why are you saying that? Because you are talking about this and but you're sending us back to lands department. So one watch here, the property taxes now Ghana no. Property taxes. Say every building has to pay property tax. So you pay your property tax. So you pay your property tax. These are some of the things now. India baby if you say taxes there India, then what are we doing? What are we doing? Because taxes needed, we have to pay. Whether you like it or not now, everybody has to pay taxes. But I say, India, I heard you say, India. taxes. Obi and yes, we but you tia so sika na so say den efa baabi. Sika ne timi yira. Obi timi di. Yenye ne hwee. Akasa de on several occasions about said ye collected in taxes in Ghana. Before say obi be kwa akɔgye permit na anka odi besi dan no say ye wo every document be e wo say dan ye wo Ghana nyina no nyina wo land department. We know that. So no, all we have to do is to go to them, look at everybody and your property. Ahe na wo de, ka ben na wo de. Ebetu yen sika bebre efi ho. No, number one. Car be a road Ghana. Ewo owner. Unless you say we don't have a system it's just a cars never is recorded. Cars I don't think that I know that some of them has duplicate license plate because I saw one not on the same road. There was a car that has the same license plate. One was a Toyota and the other one was an SUV. I don't remember the actually if I'm saying, but it was an SUV that also had the same plate. How come? How did this happen? Say two cars were at the same place, had the same tags. I think the person who took the picture noticed that and decided to say, well, how come this car and this car has used to the same license plate numbers? And then let me take a picture of it. And he did. And so the social media and anytime something like this happens, it comes out right away. Everybody now who be out or car or Ghana or car is recorded. Like I said, it be a not be so a plate baby, but I don't think majority of the people now kucha plates baby more than some percentage be. It probably be 1% of that. Say room ha auto car na watono. Wait we on taxes. Yourself. Uko and wako to Toyota 2015 Toyota Corolla. Uko motor vehicles na uko register. You register car no. You have more plate. You buy the plate from the motor vehicles. DMV. You have the plate and the car now auto you pay for the registration. The registration comes with the plates and tags and registration tax. But first of all, before you can go to the motor vehicles to have all these things done, there are things that you need to have, including the car. You have to have your driver's license and you have to have insurance on the car. And then the car has to go through on a state inspection and yet wayside inspection. Some states don't have wayside inspection, but maybe I'm telling you, you cannot do any wayside inspection. You have to take your car to the motor vehicles for them to inspect the car because they have the equipment. It says the car is there's brakes in your or headlights in your or wiper blades in your the horn on your car in your. If there is a crack on the windshield, you have to repair it, and then you have to do the emission. Emission is to test your carbon air out of your car. Ghana unam kroma bo se car bi nam tutu wisie ma wontimi hu ha wontimi fa car na 1990 krom because first of all they will stop you and then make sure say the better probably give you a ticket. But if you have a car need for two and they will call a tow truck to tow the car because the car is not fit to be on the road. When motor vehicles collect money for the state. And you be a work woman. I don't say everybody has insurance because there are so many people. So I also know they get insurance to register the car and then they fail to pay the insurance in which the insurance will be cancelled. And they sometimes, when they get into an accident now, then the guy they don't have insurance now. You also have to have insurance. You can also say, "Oh, need insurance." If you don't have insurance, that's will be the payment. But also any insurance then what loss? But you will be a cover unlicensed motorists. Say non-licensed be will be the car the ball car when that's only back on insurance now. Your insurance also covers that at the end. And I saw something on YouTube about some guys who were complaining about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. On say Uncle Bobo Wakra, Uncle Nancy won't do Uncle on a car in your accident. I saw the car, and there were some people now who they were injured and so many things. Okay. And then they have to use their own money because Kotoko did not buy insurance for the car. And I said, Kotoko couldn't buy insurance. And I said, it's an oversight. I said, the person who was supposed to do it, didn't do it. And has a motor vehicle, say insurance company, where is expired, and that's a wound they will notify you. See, these are some of the things now. If you want the country to move ahead now, these are some of the things that you do. Like Paul Kagame, we also have to learn from him, learn from somebody, because what we are doing, we are not doing the right thing. We are not doing the right thing. We are just doing something different. And when I say, and whatever I be everybody dream, then we do. So there are so many things now. Even funny say, you beat me here without this e-levy. E-levy, no. Let's stop e-levy. Let's bring back the Ghana near from tankers. Yes, town council, and then we decided to call them whatever. Now, how are those town council disappeared? It was beyond me. I couldn't understand it. There were PWD, Public Works Department. The PWD was always behind a lot of home. Dear doc, Nancy, you say me who teared news 10. Yeah, highway in the middle of the highway in Adani Bush. Because we beyond because PWD is not there no more. And then the transportation minister for don't have anybody. No answer 1 year road so yeah road we say it better than a choir say than a choir. Nobody cares. Yeah, Lord Quano and Juliet Nam Lord Quanas Nako. Some of these things, they have to bring it back. Number 2, apart from all this, schools, time at Mimico Presby School, that thing was under the Presbyterian mission, Presby. And there were Methodists, Anglican, Roman Catholics, and all that. They all had schools. And the schools were under them. And they made sure, they do the right thing for the schools. By the what happened? Madam, even what happened? What happened? Madam Commissioner, I said, what's going on here? Say, schools, everywhere under government. Anytime, I tell you one thing. If the government control the government evidence about to be business the government in the year. It won't work. I think that the other day now may can be about one district, one factory. Yeah, one district, one factory now. To some people, no, it becomes their own property. So it becomes their own property because nobody is checking on what. And you want to say they are there. They are there doing whatever. Nobody is checking on them. Nobody is doing anything. And one to say he's going to run the thing as his own family business. He's going to employ his own family members, to work for him. He's not working for the government. And then they will steal. Have you seen any government company or no one see area? Even grab private sectors, no grab own business, and grow who we are. I have a friend who was a very close friend who told me something about the business. Not on tiles. Tiles are a day and say 1 year if ye. Now tiles not on no koji begu hono no far boys. They say one tongue. The tiles say baby as not eco fast power. But boys no enye enkofa ade no first canko because uncle say ade no yen tor it does go. I wouldn't be na boys no yeah. So funny. Yeah, or catch one say at this particular day in about the team said no one say one ton tiles one ton name no. It do time now on by audit now. No one could be from another store. No dear big boom. Into a counter, never be a and I wasn't thinking, say, go baby some say tiles maybe no to call was also a microphone to how. Until one day the no decided say Nyankasa mehwe nekoho my unannounced say on any microphone or audit no bekoho. Ti won wo hwa na kofi bae won koya hwim ma ogre ni ho. So what happened here? Say nramo frɛ mo fi say yento ade na den na ade bi da so go he. Kameni obu ano no so de bu ade obu sa any yen country na kwa akwa. Sa any yen country na kwa yo. And teacher said we are just working and paying some people for nothing. There are some people now in our country who want to free, they drive free, want to petrol, a diet, want to government houses, and they say everything is being done for them. Now also so to her. Capre, we ought to trade cocoa credit crown. So until then, what are we going to do? Yeah, I got your message, Yeah. That's the same thing that I'm talking about. Say it's our leaders. Okay, I understand. Joe, I understand. Say hey, leaders. Okay. So let me give you about this is from me, not from anybody. I am not into any political parties. Party B anywhere may join it. May join a party B. No party A or party B. Join a party B. This is my own opinion about some of the things now. Number one, the free SHS should be scrapped completely. It's not scrap Osadi. And then do it this way. There are some people who are Nkurasi. They are very good. that won you be overborn. Ubi tiakra, ne papa, ewu sika. School nukura, obetumi efidi school nukura be 1 year. Because of free HSMC, here the Krana go to school. Na buy tuaneka. Umrekwa ne papa betumi pia school nukura school fees. Inkopo school hunyana school fees. What kind of nonsense is this? And one more thing crying also no. And then one more thing crying. Accra schools no, they are getting computers and all that. No, only papa the computers they are never been able to be a man. Ubikura won't be can afford or Accra and probably a small laptop be or the tablet be a man. How about Ubi or Tiokra? The more internet engagement. Internet engagement. Who have computer crowd who be that? Funny thing, and the Ubi the David Brem before some maybe by here, madam for me. Or the BB Brem about this IMF story. This is the funny because the master's I mean who be that? There was this guy now who interview will be about IMF. So what is a Ghana call IMF? TV San said, IMF no what it's saying no so why well yeah call IMF very good pa now you say NDC for call IMF now we also go IMF. He wants also say you know so call IMF there the guy who said I didn't say now or can I quite entiase. No business say IMF you know so say ball na ye ko bono. Iti yen say office say ye ko bono say ye ko IMF. So and then my series say already it didn't say there's some people in Ghana now they lack information. So information they be here very difficult for them. They don't understand. It is anybody here can convince them to do certain things today. Up here. Because information they are man and no name. Information now we need information be a deal. So these are the people now more from on own information. It is my grandmother or take one would any radio now radio get Saturn or box radio be who tune in to that box now it talks and play music and then that's it. TNA on a TV baby, say the news, afternoon news, now I come and I can say it's a key news now, I cannot tell you, no one. Did you catch and one on them? I say you educate the people of Ghana. Or a normal be brave. A young Corana remember said the Minister of Information, Minister of Ministry, has a Jeep be. Now it goes around the country, now a more information because close to her news could have their own TV that. They won't quite no one can forever they have to tell them to them. They understand. Once in a while, no one be movies. It draws the people to them. No one can whatever they have to say, because one can news be and son one start movie one person when you are no pack on no more. Because I never to see a ABS or station and everybody will be free baby no aba so we're lucky because we have social media and social media it doesn't help because some person can be sure the many person me can on America so the many person me catch about what the country said the left right na person left the country right na me catch about and Kufado is not doing this, Kufa is not doing that. And you make information I'm a day man. It's answer also wouldn't any idea be say information I'm a day man is wrong, Usually you're also going to take my word for it. You take my word because the American culture and I also will consume. Because only any other source of the LGBT information we hear from anybody. What I found out about Ghana information and about radio stations, most of them lie about so many things. Either they've been paid to do that, or for that, I can't say because I don't have any idea to tell you. Say this is what is going on. But sometimes the UT news, it's like blindside. They tell you what they think is good for you. But they say some of these stations, like Fox News, will tell you something that it's always about somebody I want. It will never be about the country. They always tell you about one particular person there, which is who they think is good, and that's all they talk about is him. So it is also na akoye krom Ghana. So those things is happening, and it keeps happening all the time. So if I see a sister now, so many things has to change. So many things has to change. We need a leader who is strong. When he said no, it's no. When yes, it's yes. If we are talking about the three people, I've seen three people with the NDC, MPP who well, me hasn't come out to say Oberani and that's one run but we all know say he's going to run contested. Alan Shamatin has also interest in it. And then Kennedy Japan also has also on the crowd. He already said he wants to be president. So these people, these three people that for so far we know said they are interested in becoming the president. NDC for I don't know say if Mahama is going to run or somebody else is going to run. We don't know. And the other political parties also has to come out with their candidates, which will be and say it's going to happen anyway. I think we have 2 more years to go, and then we start doing all these things. Here we go. If we don't start, whatever political party be our office say you are going to vote for, I'm not telling you not to, but you have to vote. Go and cast your vote. See what I say. Then I say we NPP for and also NDC for will not win. What if your vote can make that the well now who vote for them win? But if you don't now, that's what's gonna happen. Who win it? Now, let's go back to the IMF now making. So the IMF to go to the IMF now have some restrictions to be. Now restrictions, I don't know what those people are going to go over there and sign with the IMF. Because IMF for they will make sure that you don't Ghana is squander the money, because there are going to be restrictions about how you spend your money in the country. Those I don't know if HSS is going to survive, or teachers' pension, teachers back pays, and then teachers teachers crack or strike, nurses are cost strike, doctors also cause strike. All these people will be also a cost strike. we are cost strike within the next month. No, if you don't have any medical, if you get a major medical emergency, now make sure say you have a private hospital. You will go. Why do you say if it comes to that point now, you will go. So, 18. Say one, cost strike teachers in there, they say one cost strike, and in a couple of next month, the school, they have to do the name exam, WASI, so WASAC, what's the name of the, WASI, okay, I think it's WASI. One bet you on maybe in a couple of months now. Teachers is on cost strike. The strike now won't come. How are these cases going to pass these exams? Because exams, it do that time, you have to go through from one to the last. If you have a question about you do this, and then you go back and then you hear the old questions, say they won't see for frame questions, how to solve those questions, you have to do that. And we the teachers, they're not there. So if the teachers are not there, then what? How are these kids going to do this stuff, It's a question. Yeah, they know me are grown. They know me are grown. My God. Because it seems as if say Obi anymore or is serious about fixing the Ghana problem, because all they do is to talk, NDC talk, MPP talk. All they do is to talk. And then I was talking to somebody and then before say, catch them. So what is it about Ghana now? Would they say problems with in the country? So Ghana heading. You say Ghana heading. Business and okay, Ghana heading. What is it that petrol? Aduane boy heading. She said Bibia price akoso. Nti assume enye Ghana nkwana but Ghana there are no jobs because there are too many secondary schools in the country. And that's what people may not make a technical school. Too many secondary schools. So we secondary school, that's one, twice, one, university. University, depending on the Juma course, 1 year. Say, Ghana, have unemployment graduates association there. That is why these people go to university, to become unemployment graduates association. Why? Ibisa Ghana Unemployment Graduate Association. The other time I saw Unemployment Nurses Association, Unemployment, I don't know, so they have Unemployment Teachers Association or whatever, all those things. Why do we have Unemployment Graduates Association? It's simple. I gather it's simple, and that means that as simple as that too. And I crum an answer and war school who were teacher students counselors. Now a counselor can advise you on so many things that you can do if you want to now. You hear where you now subject be aware now, it me actually say, best me suggest to say why don't you do this? Because with me, subject now, and the deal, maybe deal. Maybe you can go and do this to a vocational school, go to a technical school. Majority of Ghana, they do this. Even Krano, Obi, so then go back to the iPhone, which is Steve Jobs. Or iPhone. He didn't think, say, it was going to get to this point. They say, phone, ekitawa, eche, books a what dime and beat me akoso. Books. Because he can see a thrown adeni into books now. A dem hanging cry engo. Now, so if you've noticed something now, they are always improving on something. Say, sadly we say, somebody will say, okay, you drop idea, say my drop now. They made something like this to cover this thing. Why are they? They say, who drop idea now? We know. Nka first na nka ever drop we na crack it inside, But you say that be something like a shock-proof thing. Wow. There are so many things. Also, yeah. But we don't try to improve on anything. Na mom de ebe ba no ne pe brunu we emwan ye brunu we emra. Ya kra brunu we na begu country ho. Ebi wo ha enye. Ebi a nipa ntimi hye. Na de kogu bola. Na ho ba ko a bola brunu we wu nko a na ya pack wo because one ye dump brunu we wu. Because the free and the brain one j near could dump for her. There was that time then that's where now they were sending computer pass. Computer here use for any man and they don't have any place to go now they are sending it to Africa. Near say j near j baby I ever ton. Near picture near the jatum near so near take care of them copper or so whatever inside near book near cotton. Adeɛ no a wɔhyɛ no nso so health hazard nso so wɔnim. Kakra a obenya no, ɛnkyɛ na ɔyare. Ɔyare wie pɛpɛɛpɛ, aberewa a ɔwɔ fie hɔ no wɔanya mane. Ɛbɛyie na ɔde ayɛ no na ɔnnya mane no ɔnya sika. Ne sika nyinaa ɔde kɔ hospital ɔyare. Aberewa bi na ɛku no. Really? Let's do more technical schools. Let's do more vocational schools. Nkuro bebree wɔ hɔ a they can do things themselves. We don't have to wait for the government to build a toilet for us. Saudi American way, say, there was a town, I don't know whether it's in the central region or Washington region. I don't remember exactly where the town is. Ubia Uhu video, please correct me. I don't know the town, but there's something it happened. It happened before. The whole town has one toilet. Toilet, no, man in a kosubi. Tuberculosis na ebia nkyɛn ha baby gyina no ba gyina. They don't have men or women's toilet, which is so sad. Now there was a fight. A man say they will go, men say they will go, they are all going to sit there, whatever. They don't care. And then I was questioning this, they say, that particular town. If you are waiting for the government to come and build a toilet for you now, not now. And yes, you say the must have become a toilet because that toilet is not important. It's not important because let's say every one of you in that town will be into one block of a brick or block. Would the say will be into 5. Nipa okrumo nyina will be into 5. The woman no nkofo wo ho no nyina so will be anyi sika into cement. Are you telling me say you can build this toilet yourself? Which means that you can't. You can't or you can. Seriously. It kind of, so many, I don't understand. So, I don't understand. So every time we are doing it, we are always waiting for the government. Na government in the school, and the government in your say, and the government in your say. Lot of kind I understand. Say the government can do roads, schools. There are so many things now. You don't have to wait for the government to do it. Nipa na wo krom ho no, me sure say ebi wa bruchiri, ebi wo ha, ahemfo na wo ho no can put these people together. But ahemfo no, their main unit to sell lands and then get the money. Go out so for him be a man Land Cruiser, baby a wote because what the sasina command of bi na wono Land Cruiser no kra wo nyisika nto petrol mu. Ya che Land Cruiser waje no ama wan sase. Jema wan sase for a Land Cruiser. Land Cruiser nzo wo ni sika wo de to petrol de agum. Tina Land Cruiser ni si ofie wo nyisika kakra na de to petrol agum na de akonante for ayi dirt road no so the car na kra koka wo ayi antachem. Akofre ni pase e mepia. Why? Obi asidan nice. Ekwan ya de konifie no. Otwen abaya mo abaya lor kwa na manansa. Abane nya ya wono do mfani sika nya ba wasidan esi wo. What a brand new Mercedes so whatever and one or the coffee because wouldn't think of pack baby nanting coffee. What happened? Yankee kaya home. The enemy solve some of these problems, but you don't have to put everything on the government to do it. Maybe if we can put ourselves together, let's say there is some time there in the crew, no one will community labor, and then it will bought the room. And they kodo hasi. Ubia wokrum hono have to get involved to go and do that idea. Say a bottle of crime be to an any public bree, ubia kono akobo pido no a lot of requirement for people to work or whatever. Why? And then he be by no. And he be haba. Lanso so. And he be no etra Jimmy. And he be no etra Jimmy. And he be no always about money. Said the way I be nyeska. Na yes to me chumwa as you Mr. Ado and the kono home Mr. Ado the car with them. Nice car. We sit down. Not one, not two, not three. We sit down be then so they hire friends, one for hire. The coach go for any time back when any time back one. That's it. Let me read this text message. A statement. All right. Okay. I got you. All right. Sam, I got your message. True. Some of these things, can be done. I think so it can be done, but the people are so lazy and they don't want to do the job. The youth, has to be encouraged to do certain things. It's not all about the money. Okay. It's not all about the money. I understand. It's not all about the money. Okay. And I'm going to cut it short because, some of our panels did not show up because everybody has something else to do. Here. Now, next week, yeah, twasso, yeah, what we have to do. We better continue about this e-living, and what are the solutions to some of these problems now. So if Obia can do his or her own part, now, if you beat me, I be papa. Your mind in your dear, and your back for dear. Into your more mining, whether it be MPP or NDCU. So be a BB there, you have to say it. Can no, them find show because you bet you work to America. In Casamango, don't compare Ghana, yes, American. Name mono. Yeah, maybe I say, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for your country lately? And you say, your mouse, because if I call a lot upon what you mean, not hold the back, why you're not in go back when I'm over for. You can say, Kokoto equipment, but no Koto use equipment, not every Ghana or DH and any say. You can see this Kakoko, you were no watching me, no define now the fashion go to one transfers coming into America. Now the transfers why a year. It don't yard dear me, Ghana government. These are some of the things now about mine. And you be here. Now, think a year, the person ye with all these things now, ye boy and country, and can ye say, ye go IMF. Ga, no man a yano, a bit media ye. So many things. Chronoa, MPs in one, a boy and from day one of baby semen. Day one. And ya Ghana independence and go for a digger and a seeker from that time I'll be seen. A bit in a crew in Grand, never to you boon as a children of Fro. Now, so. Person being cuminya, ya, say one a mempe, say na ya mempe. Nay, a chimotum, my report way, son of mine, Motibionia, Grania. Na Prusifua encan no cray, Prusifua more graze bigger than a arm robbers. Than a arm robbers. Anyway, it in this year. That's a ne, a bet was. Omodia said, Obeho won't ye. No one will be a any mawa, you who free. We can say Michigan or say. Said one casa moon went to me and her own swan. Obi Behre so, now you are going to follow Unipacono. I mean, Obama directions. Turn left, turn right, turn, go forward. Yes, all ya mean you. Name Momono. Yes, I say, wouldn't me in the womb so nothing. Obi ne do so now. Yedamase. Same time next week, a bishop you. Take care of yourselves and see you next week. Goodbye.